number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
And on or about the 12th day of June 2025 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Ruben Rendon Jr. did then and there fail to comply with the rules and regulations of felony drug court.
All right, court is calling 2024 CR 011707 State versus Ruben Rendon Jr. Can I have parties announced?
Sean Sheffield for defendant. We're ready, guys.
And are you?
Notice how quickly he says true? That's a major red flag. Usually, defendants hesitate before admitting a violation. Here, it's almost like he's resigned to his fate. What do you think? Does that sound like someone taking responsibility or someone just giving up?
And understand it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Ruben Rendon Jr. who's placed on community supervision in 2024 CR 011707 for the offense of robbery on February 3rd, 2025 for a term of 8 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
We're going to proceed on the first two on the original, Your Honor. The only one on the second amendment. In Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Ruben Rendon Jr. did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of June and July 2025 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
And on or about the 12th day of June 2025 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Ruben Rendon Jr. did then and there fail to comply with the rules and regulations of felony drug court, in that the defendant failed to appear in court in violation of condition number 41.
How do you plead to that?
Your Honor.
And lastly, in violation of condition number 1 on the second amended, on or about the 31st day of August 2025 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Ruben Rendon Jr. committed the offense of failed to ID in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
We'll waive the rest.
Any objection to the waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violations 4, 41, and 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 8 years in the, up to 10 years in the prison? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of conditions 4, 41, and 1? Court will find 4, 41, and 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Your Honor. The state is recommending revocation and 6 years TDC.
8 years of probation
All right,
hanging
defense,
over
what are you
his head
requesting?
for a
You're right.
robbery
We're
conviction.
requesting actually the,
And yet, he's now back in
recommendation
court
from
for
the
missing
probation,
check-ins.
offices that,
This is where
needs,
probation feels
additional
like a
help.
tightrope, one
drug,
misstep, and you're
issues
looking
that
at
he has.
years behind
We're
bars.
asking the court
Do
to
you
follow
think
that
probation helps
recommendation.
people
We're
rehabilitate,
asking
or just
for
sets them up to
safety.
fail?
He understands that he would have to leave. He's willing to do so. He also told the court that he has a problem. He did complete the lifetime inpatient. However, once he was released, he had some issues after that.
All right, is there anything you wish to say?
Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Ruben Rendon Jr.
All right, what do you wish to say?
Your Honor, I did learn a lot from the good people at Lifetime Recovery. And the one thing I didn't follow through really messed me up when I stayed with I should have changed the people, places, and things like Darnell taught me, and I did not follow through. And I know that if I'm given this chance, Father, Your Honor, to do this again, I know I've got to do this right. I have grandkids, and I definitely don't want to be put away for the long time that they're trying to put me in. But I definitely know I can get this right, and I need to get this right. Your Honor, I'd like to please have this chance.
All right, so Mr. Rendon, felony drug court is a very intensive program, and they're there to help you. And if you don't show up for them, then nobody can help you. And it appears that you stopped showing up. And I know that felony drug court will spend time trying to work with you. Even if you were to abscond, they will send people out. I've seen probation officers try to go out and find people. The police try to go out and find people. But when you don't show up, there's nothing that we can do. I'm going to grant the motion, revoke you, give you credit for any time served. I'm going to sentence you to 5 years in the prison. give you credit for any time served for any successful inpatient treatment. And I'm going to request the therapeutic community for you. Therapeutic community doesn't increase the time that you're in custody. However, it does help you with any addictions you may have. Do you understand? All
And
right, did you
here's
review
the
document
bombshell.
entitled
By
Trial Court
pleading true,
Certification of
he's basically
Defendant's Rights
handing
to
the
Appeal
judge
with
the
your
power
attorney?
to
Did
sentence
you
him to up
understand
to
it and
10
sign it?
years.
All right, because
Imagine being in
this
court
is
knowing
not
a
a plea
single
bargaining
yes
agreement.
could
You do
decide
have
the
a
next
limited right
decade
to
of your
appeal.
life.
That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on community supervision. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. When you're released from prison, if you cannot find a sober living home, or if you can't find somebody to help you with your drug addictions, if I'm still here, you come back here. I'll pick up the phone, call a place to help you, okay? All right, thank you. Who else is ready?
Prashant, are you ready? Yes.
All right, State, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 0048887 State versus Juan Alberto Martinez. Could I have parties announce?
Megan Gallery for the state.
Robert Featherston representing Mr. Martinez.
And are you Mr. Martinez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, first things first, defense, you requested a PR bond for your client and the defendant was to be interviewed. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, the court is in receipt of the interview report. State, have you had a chance to review it?
No, Your Honor.
All right, if you'll pass that to this one. All right, thank you. All right, defense, is your motion?
Thank you, Your Honor, by way of proper. Judge, Mr. Martinez has no bank accounts, no personal property.
I'm sorry, just a moment. Excuse me. If y'all could wait, we're on the record. Counsel, you may continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. No personal property of note, no vehicle, no boats, no real property. He relies on his mom down in Laredo. His home is in Laredo. Judge, the court does need to know that there was a violation report on May the 13th for failure to take a drug test while he was down in Laredo. Judge, the testing agency down there in Laredo demanded $75 from him that he just did not have. And was unable to get his testing completed. Judge Castro went ahead and increased his bond to $25,000, and he's been in custody ever since and being picked up for that bond increase.
And here's
He
the
was originally
bombshell.
given a
By
PR
pleading
bond
true, he's basically
back
handing the judge the
on,
power to
February
sentence him to up
26th
to
of
10
this
years.
year by Judge
Imagine being in
Navra.
court knowing a single
We
yes could
respectfully
decide the next
requesting
decade of
that,
your life.
The court consider putting him again on a PR bond and allowing him to reside in Laredo during the pendency of this case. Any possibility of giving Mr. Martinez a break on any drug testing charges would be appreciated if this honorable court were able to do so. And I thank the court for its time.
All right, State.
Yes, Judge. So I would just ask you to take judicial notice of the court file, but I just want the record to be clear. The defendant was granted a PR bond on February 26th of 2025 in the amount of $10,000. And he bonded out, and then he received the violation report on May 13th of 2025 for non-compliance, and that was for failing to complete the random drug vaccine. And then after reviewing, I guess, defense's exhibit of the PR interview, it would appear that the defendant proceeded to pick up 2 new cases in Laredo, Texas while he was on bond. And so given those facts, I think he's a flight risk based on what I read. He has sufficient ties to Laredo and it appears like he has family that lives down there. And I guess if he was living with his family, that
This is
family
the
would pick up
defense's
those new
strongest card,
cases,
arguing
therefore
for
that's
rehab
the
instead of
environment
prison time.
for him to return
And
back to.
honestly, this is a powerful moment.
Additionally,
Admitting addiction in front of a judge isn't easy. Quick poll, if you were the
Yes.
judge, would you send him to treatment or lock him up?
I think the record is clear that, I mean, the PR bond was not sufficient for him to appear in court because he was previously been granted one and did not appear after that violation report. That's why the warrant went out. And I don't think he was picked up again until he was booked in Laredo and then extradited back here. So we believe that the bond is set and is sufficient, and therefore I would also offer State's Exhibit B1 for the purposes of this hearing.
All right, have you?
No objection for purposes of this hearing.
All right, then, states B1 is admitted for purposes of this hearing only. Just give me a moment to review.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, the court has reviewed states exhibits B1 and the court has reviewed the PR bond interview with pretrial services. Any response to the state's argument?
If the court will allow.
Yes.
Judge, there really is no evidence in front of this court with respect to flight risk unless you consider Laredo itself to be a flight risk. But there's no testimony that he has connections across the border. There's no testimony that Spanish is his principal language. Really, the only issue with respect to flight risk would be to say that
Here comes the
his
verdict.
principal residence is Laredo.
5 years in prison. Not the max, but still enough to
he
change the
has
course of his
2 new
life.
allegations against him,
Notice
but
the
they're
judge also
allegations
recommends a
down in
therapeutic
Laredo.
program inside prison, a rare
If,
balance of
the court
punishment
grants
and
the PR bond
rehabilitation.
here, he has to
That's
go back
courtroom
to
strategy
Laredo
in
and
action.
answer those new allegations. So that he'll be transferred by the state back down to Laredo to take care of those particular issues. Judge, I have nothing further.
All right, thank you. All right, after reviewing states exhibits in the pretrial services interview for a PR bond, the motion for, or the request for a PR bond will be denied.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. And then are you all ready to take up this other motion?
Judge, I need more time to get with my office to see if we have the resources to do what's outlined in the CCP or if we need to do the in-court. So if I can have a little bit more time on that.
And so counsel, the court understands that whatever the state's resources are, there or lack thereof, doesn't play a role in the court's decision on what should be granted. Like if there's not funding for something, I'm going to follow the law whether there's funding or not. So
Thank you, Your Honor. With respect, well, 2 things. With respect to the bond hearing today, would the court reduce his bond from 25 to a different figure of?
no.
You want to keep it at 25? Okay.
Yes.
With respect to the identity hearing, Judge, we would like to have the identity hearing as quickly as possible, pursuant to the court's calendar. And also in my motion, I requested a protective order that the detective that's the subject of the identity hearing not be shown any booking photographs of Mr. Martinez until after either an in-court lineup is done or the Code of Criminal Procedure 7-photo lineup.
All right, well, let's do this. Let's have you, if you'll confer with the state on a time to have this hearing. And then if you all approach the coordinator and let me know what time you all have agreed upon, and then we will set it and we'll have it.
You're most kind, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Just one question, do you want that hearing like around the jury trial, like we're doing it on Monday and beginning the jury Tuesday?
We could do it that way, because I know we haven't set a jury trial in this case. I mean, a jury trial date.
That's correct, Judge. We
Because their
have,
final discovery is October 20th.
That's correct, Judge. And the issue is now, he can't make his bond.
Okay.
So he remains in custody. However, if we get an identity hearing done as quickly as possible, it may turn out that the state is going to dismiss this case based upon the results of the identity hearing. Conversely, if the identity hearing does not go this way, it may end up in a plea.
Well, let's do this. With regards to the identity hearing, it will be no later than October 20th.
Thank you.
But if you all are able to come to an agreement to have it sooner, then we'll have it sooner. But at the latest, October 20th, because you're already set here in the court on October 20th for discovery.
Does the court have a preference as to whether it would be a in-court live lineup or whether the photographic procedure would be sufficient?
I'll let you confer with the state, because they're saying there may be some resource issue. So maybe if you confer with the state, maybe y'all come to an agreement that it's a photo lineup if I grant your motion, or y'all may say in person. I don't know if they can find people in person. It's sort of, it reminds me of the episode of Brooklyn, what is it, Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Oh, yeah.
Where they do the lineup. And when they do the lineup, the lady says, I just remember them singing that way. And so he said, everybody sings a note. So I don't know if they'll be able to find people to come in for a lineup. They may only be able to do it by photo,
Well,
unless we have some actors. I don't know.
Judge, I understand that. Years ago, in Travis County, we had to do a pickup jury where the bailiffs went out in the hall and just found people, pulled it in, and then they became jury members.
Oh, wow.
So, we have that option here if necessary.
All right, well, just let me know. And if you all get together and give me an idea of when you all want to do that. And as I said, Mr. Martinez, the latest will be October 20th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
counsel.